slide. So this is the main interface that we're going to use for the purpose of today's demonstration. This is basically your agent viewpoint. So as an agent now, I'm within Dynamics 365. I can see all of the customer or account information here. So within here, I can see the high level information. I can see their orders that have been delivered. So these are previous orders. And I can also see their frequent order types. And this is very important because essentially what this allows you to do is quickly set up a new order for that customer based upon previously gathered information, whether it's to order a bag of ice or an ice block. And what you can quickly do then is actually use this infrastructure here, this capability here to actually set up that order again on the system and get it delivered out to them as soon as possible. What we're going to focus on today though is the communications element of that. So how we use automation, whether it's self-service IVR, where you can deal essentially with an IVR and place an order using prompts that are given to you. And we'll also look at how you can use SMS. Of course, in both journeys, then we'll show you how you can then escalate to a live agent if you want to have that option made available to your customers as well. To do this, you'll see that we'll be using this endpoint, which is essentially your Solgari endpoint, which sits inside the channel integration framework and runs inside of Dynamics 365. So it leads to this really nice, ease of use for your agent inside of Dynamics 365. We've got this extensive communications capabilities coupled with all of your customer data here on the left hand side. So for the purpose then of today, what I'm going to do is show you the customer viewpoint as well as the agent viewpoint. So we're going to do this in a number of ways. Firstly, I'm going to use the opportunity to call an IVR. So you can see here I've got a number that has been set up for Arctic Glacier. And what I'm going to do is actually call this number now and listen to the prompts.
Welcome to Arctic Glacier. To reorder ice now, press 1. For billing queries, press 2. To chase an order, press 3. Or press 0 at any time to speak to someone.
Okay, well I'm going to reorder, so I'm going to press 1.
Your next delivery will be tomorrow at 12:15.
Perfect.
If you would like to change this delivery date, press 5.
I'm happy with that delivery date, so I can end the call. Okay, so essentially what we've done there as a customer is we've simply rang in to a self-service IVR where I've placed reorder, and now what happens on the CRM side, so I'll just close this down so you can see it more clearly, is that when I refresh this, down here you'll see that a new order has been submitted to the system automatically. So now that's been submitted, it's now within Dynamics 365, so from a customer experience, it's been a seamless transaction. I simply input my information into the IVR that I want to reorder. The system is updated, and then we can trigger whatever flow essentially that you want after that. So maybe a follow-up SMS with the confirmation. But as you heard, as per our storyboard, the IVR actually used text-to-speech to confirm that that the delivery had been updated, and they give them a delivery date of 12:15 tomorrow. So that's looking at how you can use your IVR to essentially call in, update the system with the new order. What you can also do though is use SMS. So to use SMS, what I'm going to do is take you in here and go and find Arctic Glacier orders. And you'll see here I've previously placed orders here last week, and simply to do the same again, I just text reorder. And what it's doing now in the background is it's updating Dynamics 365, and once that order has been placed, it will send me a response to say that the order has been processed. Fantastic. So once again, if I go back to Dynamics 365 here, you'll see if I refresh, and when I scroll down, another order has been submitted, and as a customer, and I'm happy that the delivery is on its way. One thing to also note here is that you can have triggers so that, let's say, after an order has been placed and a delivery has been confirmed, what we can also do, and you'll see customer side here, is set up a deliveries SMS. So essentially it would look like this, where your customer on the day of a delivery says your order is scheduled for delivery today between 12 and 2 p.m. To confirm this delivery time, please respond 5. To cancel this delivery, please respond 8. And essentially you can give the customer the opportunity to have a two-way SMS conversation with the system in order to get a time that's more suitable to them for the delivery. And this is very important because it increases your likelihood of getting the delivery on time, obviously improves the customer experience, and also you get confirmation of delivery. So if the customer in this case responds 5, you know that when you're going to deliver that later on today between 12 and 2 p.m, that they'll definitely be there to receive it. With regards to these types of SMS, what we can do is we can set it up so that every day it looks to see what deliveries are scheduled for that day. It takes some information and automatically sends these SMS to customers. And as I said, it's just to allow them to give them more control over the deliveries to ensure that more deliveries are successfully deployed. And it obviously in turn leads to a better customer experience, as I've already said. What I want to show though now also is, for instance, if a customer decides that they want to call in. So I'm just going to go back to the home screen. And I'm going to show you what it looks like now if, for instance, a customer then says, well, do you know what, I want to speak to a live agent. So I'm just going to click to dial here on this number here. And I'm going to put this on speaker so you can hear it.
Hello. If you know the extension number of the person you are calling, please dial it now, or select 1 for customer service.
So I'm going to select 1 for customer service. And then on the left hand side here, let's mute this. You'll see that I've censored this, mute that, and mute that. So essentially on the left hand side here, you see it's looked up my number and basically it's matched it to an account. So in this case, it's basically done a mobile phone lookup within the account entity here on the left hand side, and it's popped the relevant account so I know exactly who I'm dealing with. And I can best, let's say, look at their previous orders, confirm any information that's on the system, and then of course see where they've maybe previously dealt with another agent within the organization. So it just makes it a seamless agent experience within Dynamics 365, therefore improving the customer experience because I have more of a 360 view of the customer and I can best deal with any problems they may have. So in this case here, I can see that they've got deliveries, so maybe they want to change the delivery date or maybe want to submit a new order. And to do so, I can simply go down here, go to reorder, and I'll just minimize the screen here so you can see more of it. And what I can do is actually help them place a new order here. So I'll go yes, we'll place new order, save, and you'll see here now that when I refresh it, there'll be a third order submitted. So now they have a new order submitted. So it allows that automated communications along with obviously the live communications experience as well. And when I end this call, as with all of the communications that Solgari handles on your behalf, you can see that this timeline is automatically updated here so that you've always got a record of each communication with the customer.